In this video, we're finishing the Axial SCX10 PRO build. As you can see, I got the body on it, even got it dirty, which means I've already been running it. And you're going to get to see this thing in action in this video. In the first video, we assembled the chassis kit right from the ground up. We got to a rolling chassis. But now we're going to power the thing up, we're going to fit the body on it, and we're going to go hit the rocks to see what it can do. This has been an awesome project, so let's take it home and finish this thing. Alright guys, check it out. It's alive. We've got this thing all hooked up. I got the servo winch installed, if you can see that. Axial makes this really easy. They give us these two extra posts right here that make it really easy to mount up the low profile servo winch here. So this was able to slot right in there, goes straight through the existing fair lead. Pretty slick. I got my Radiolink R8FG receiver already plugged in, ready to go. You can see this thing in action. Nice and smooth. That 2-in-1 combo from Spektrum. Quiet. A little bit of a hitch there I got to smooth out. I can do that with the Expo function on my remote. But everything seems to be working really well. That AGFRC servo, faster than I was expecting. It's got crazy angle on that. Look at the steering angle. So really happy with the servo action there. Was able to hook up the micro servo over here to do my underdrive function. So you can see they're both turning at the same speed right there. Hit that underdrive. Now you can noticeably see how much faster the front tires are spinning than the rear. But that's that 40% difference right there. That's going to give you that crazy turning radius and help us with vertical climbs. The servo winch up front, I'm going to show you how this operates. This thing is fast. You look at the speed on that thing. I got to take some of the line out. I think I got too much line on this, but works really well. And it's quick and yeah, see it's sliding off the side. I got to trim that, but works really good. Man, I got to see if I can slow it down too. It's quick and powerful. So overall, really pleased with the electronics. This was a one shot and done, super easy to adjust with everything with the Radiolink transmitter. All the electronics work flawlessly, so I'm super excited about this. Next step, we're going to fit the body on here. Alright, one of the last steps here, we're going to fit the body. So we got this pre-painted Pro-Line Cliffhanger body on here. This is like a stone gray. Comes with a bunch of stickers. Let's open this up. So the first thing I do is cut this out. So I'm going to use my snips to cut this out, and then I'm going to use some sandpaper here to smooth it and shape it if need be. On this corner over here, Pro-Line's given us these optional light lenses. So it looks like if you wanted to put LED lights in here, you could. So I'm going to save this in case I do want to do that in the future. Not doing that today. Hey, there it is. Now we're going to sand out the edges and smooth it up. Alright, there's a good start. I'll probably keep tweaking this a little bit here and there, but that's a nice starting point here. I'm just really eager to get this thing up and running. Alright, check it out guys. Got the body trimmed out. Wanted to spice it up a little bit, so I did the hood cowling here in my fluorescent orange. If you remember the first Cliffhanger body I did on my SCX24 hardcore build, I did an orange and gray theme. So I thought I'd honor that first build with this little accent piece here. Next I'm going to throw some stickers on, not all of these of course, but we'll do some just to dress it up and then we'll be ready to mount this. Alright my friends, here she is, the finished SCX10 Pro build. Spent quite a bit of time on it today, just kind of tweaking and fine tuning everything, getting the body situated, putting the stickers on, doing the paint. Just before I hit record on this video, I ended up painting the hook orange to match the cowl hood there. So I continue to fine tune it and tweak it, but really happy with how it came out. Mounting the body was pretty easy. I did have to swap out the body post to use a combination of different ones, of which there are many in the kit. So that took a little bit of tweaking and fine tuning to get it done, but the Cliffhanger body fits on here really well. I do foresee some significant rubbing up front, so there might have to be some more trimming. I like the Cliffhanger body a lot. I don't know if I'll keep it. I really like the SCX10 Pro body that they released with this kit. So I might end up doing that. It's too bad I ran out of time today. Couldn't take it out on the rocks, but it's about 11 o'clock at night right now, and this thing's finally done for the time being. So I'm going to hang it up for tonight, and we will get ready to hit the rocks tomorrow morning. All right, here we are out at Crawler Heaven doing a shakedown run with the Pro. We got some company here today. We got 3 or 4 other guys out with us crawling. So we're gonna hit the course. It's a bummer that everything is super wet and slippery out here. It's very slimy. So I've been out here for about half an hour just trying to get used to this truck, but having a really hard time because everything is just so slimy from a lot of moisture. We had really dense fog last night and this morning, and everything is really slippery. So it's a bummer I'm not able to really tell what this thing is capable of. But hopefully it dries off. It's about 60 degrees, which is awesome. See, even with these Predator compound tires, I'd expect these to hook up a lot better, and they have on my other trucks, but just not happening today, unfortunately. I'm able to make it up there that time. It's super slippery there. I can hang on. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna reset here. Oh, it's just so slippery. Track builders have been out here doing overtime. We got a whole bunch of new stuff on the course. I'm also noticing this Firma setup, this brushless Firma setup is very fast. I got to do some tuning either with the programmable ESC or with my remote to get this thing calmed down, because it's very quick. Run it on 3S right now too. 2S might serve it better, but I'm sure I can tune it. Quick work, a bicycle alley there. Bicycle bridge, rather. Steering angle on this is great. It's got crazy steering angle. That servo is nice and fast. I do find that when it gets hung up, it doesn't have all the juice I'm really hoping for to get it in and out of tight spots, but it works really good. Also noticing too how spoiled I've been with portal axles on all of my rigs. The SCX10 Gladiator and my Vanquish have the portals. Running this with the straight axles makes it a lot more challenging. I got to be really careful with my lines. But the agility of this truck with the steering, the lightweight, and the chassis design makes finding those lines pretty easy and a lot of fun. There we go. I was really hoping to give you guys a good show with this thing, but I don't know if it's going to happen today, unfortunately. So maybe try some less aggressive lines, see how it does. Definitely going to have to trim that body. I'm getting some significant rubbing up front. Not as bad as I was expecting, but pretty significant. Axel's over there talking that poor guy's ear off. Oh, I'm sliding off the bridge here. I'm sliding off the other way now. If I can save this. I can.
I think I can just destroy. I think I can destroy that. God, man.
I can get up there. It's awful slick.
I forgot I did up steering
Oh, I think it's gonna make it.
on the thing. I forgot.
It did make it. Awesome. I come down this section, this new section here. This is pretty cool. Oh.
I thought I had the power.
All right, guys, gonna wrap it up. We got all of our trucks are broken or our batteries are dead. I went through both of my 3S batteries in mine. The thing goes through batteries quick. Axel's Gladiator's broken. His Mini Gladiator's broken. Unfortunately, I couldn't get as much run footage as I wanted to. We'll come back out here when it's nicer, but we're gonna head back to the house, get things fixed up. Might go out later. If not, I'll catch you on the bench to give you my final thoughts. Well, I wish I had better conditions to showcase what this thing could do. I'm really eager to find out what it's capable of myself, but things just didn't work out today. It was just too greasy out there to really hit any aggressive lines and see what this thing's truly capable of. So I wish I had some better run footage for you guys, but I will get back out there when the conditions are better and we'll really shake this thing out. But I gotta say, for a first run, everything worked flawlessly. The suspension geometry, the linkage, the power, the selectable overdrive, everything worked and functioned exactly how it should, which is a big win for me, especially with this being my very first kit build. I've done ground up builds before, but nothing this extensive. And it was a really challenging and rewarding experience to see something come from just a pile of parts into a functioning high performance build like this. It was a really, really fun experience. Tedious, scary at times, but for someone like me to be able to assemble this and have it all work exactly as it should first go around, I think that's a testament to how well the kit is made and how clear the instructions are. So in that regard, I'm really, really pleased with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this build. I'll put the link in the description for all the parts we used on this thing. And stay tuned. When the weather cooperates, we will get this thing out and really hammer the rocks with it. So let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of the 10 Pro build? And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video.